We will see here, we do see Akira starting with Protoss, we do see L starting with Zerg. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Cornflakers here from CPG Gaming. Check us out online, coffeepotgaming.net. Check out Algoma Gaming on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Algoma Gaming, and on YouTube at youtube.com/Algoma Gaming. And all of our information will be linked below and on the site, coffeepotgaming.net. Check it out. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We do see the early probe going down outside on the base to protect against the Zerg Rush. Pretty much standard now. Last game, L managed to outpower the Protoss player with a bunch of roaches. We'll see if that is the plan again. Not so much focus on the Zerglings, more so on teching up. L, known for not spending her resources effectively as far as sitting on piles and piles of minerals are concerned, but she does usually get that fast expo, which provides her with that base. So I guess it's not as important to spend them if you don't really need to. It's bad practice, I do suppose. But we do see that warp gate, or that gateway coming in, potentially going to be a warp gate. We saw that last game from Akira, and it could be potentially disastrous, because I do think this is a 4-player map. There are more bases to have to go check out. So if the Protoss player can get a probe near this top right base, being currently on the bottom left, which this Overlord is probably going to be seeking out relatively soon. If that pylon gets up there when this turns into a warp gate, then we could be seeing a bunch of units going in. We do have that super fast expand. 2 minutes 50 seconds in, that hatchery is going down. That's a pretty aggressive play by L. She I wonder what she's stacking. We do see that pylon going down. Like I said, definitely very close to the Zerg player on the other side of those destructive rocks. However, I do think some roaches will be able to stand along the edge here and attack it and take it out quite effectively. We see that spawning pool coming down at approximately 3 minutes. We have that extractor going down only once so far. We will see the cybernetic core, not the forge, going down. Assimilator going down for the Protoss player as well. So with that Overlord seeking out the base, L now knows that the cybernetic core in the gateway forge, so she could attack, because technically there is only one zealot being built, and there is no threat of a photon cannon anytime soon, judging by the resources. Akira sitting at 250, L sitting at that high pop 500 minerals that we were talking about earlier, and that hatchery just popped down. Perhaps investing in some, perhaps investing in the metabolic boost, perhaps investing in a roach warren or a baneling's nest. We could see either or from L, from the Protoss player, all depending on, we do see those early warp gates, so it does look like it'll be a mixture of the stalkers and the zealots going in right up here to this pylon. We do see another pylon going up far top left hand side. Not 100% sure, possibly just for vision. Not 100%. Can that come around this way here? Yes, it can. That would be pretty fantastic if that was the case. I wonder if those destructible rocks cover this side as well, or if they could just walk through there. But anyways, that's a discussion for another day. We do have those warp gates being researched. We do have a stalker being created just for a little bit of defense here at the base. We do have both assimilators going currently. L thinking about expanding. She is grabbing that site with her Zergling. She has another Zergling coming down to grab this site, and hopefully that is enough to show her when the we got a Twilight Council dropping and another pylon. Potentially that will be able to show her when the Protoss player is ready to make her move. And we have the Protoss player just putting some pylons here in the far corners just for some sight, which is a great idea, because on a map like this we could have the Overlord flying all the way around, and since it is a 2v2 map, definitely a lot more bases so they can get that farm that is necessary for the Nidus Canal. and the Overload could have came all the way down here and dropped. But with that, like this that we have here from L, we do have the potential for the Nidus Canal. Seeing as that does not require creep, we do have a Roach Warren going down. It is looking like exactly the same game we just saw with L damaging down that pylon. I wonder if Akira notices that's going on. This is warping into a gateway. Will we be able to get some in here before the pylon goes down? No, we won't. That one lonely Zerg will be able to effectively get that down. We have a Dark Shrine going down. Fantastic play by Akira going out of base. If L does search the top left-hand corner, this will be pretty detrimental for Akira. Absolutely no defense going down up there for the Dark Shrire. Being supplied by that one pylon, building it right on the outside range of it. Might be surrounding it with a photon cannon, might be surrounding it with a... with who knows what you might be surrounding it with. But we do have more gateways going down, and these gateways will be warping into warp gates, and that will be this will be the base for the attack. We do see the Zerglings being built. We do see the Roaches coming out. Nothing unusual being done by the Zerg player. We do see the Queen, and not so much expanding the creep, just like last game. Not really on top of that creep expansion. With these Overlords lined up so beautifully, it doesn't look like things will be a problem. I wonder if they're going to spell out something in the sky. That would always be nice. We do see some Dark Templars. This will be fun. Couple of Dark Templars. Let's take a quick sneak peek. 45 damage per, 1 armor. Let's see what they can do against this Queen, against these Roaches. It's kind of dangerous what Akira is doing, but L does not see it. L does not notice the Dark Templars come in due to the fact that they are permanently cloaked. Oh my goodness. And just laying siege to the mineral line. L still unaware of what's happening, not 100% sure what she's looking at, but we do have the Dark Templar going after the Queen. We do see that pop into an Overseer. Will the Queen drop? Yes, she will. And the Dark Templar is on the ramp. Will have that height advantage. However, they will have to get away from those Roaches. And will they be able to recloak in time for... how do they recloak? That is... that's what I would like to know. And it looks like they'll be taken down pretty easily there. However... still a fantastic, like, you could take a look here, absolutely no drones. That's because they've all been moved over here, but still, drones not harvesting this mineral line means this number not increasing. So, at such an exponential rate that we have seen it increase for L, we don't see any production on behalf of that Dark Shrine up there anymore. We do see that one lowly Dark Templar probably going in to disrupt something again, just trying to set the Zerg player as far behind as possible. Maybe we'll be going in here, hitting and running, trying to get something to go on. Is always a potential. We do have a bunch of Stalkers here built at base. Twilight Council, we don't have that Zealot movement speed researched. It doesn't. It looks like she's straying. It looks like she's straying away from the Zealot rush, or if you want to call it a rush. And is going along with the Stalkers just like last time. They do have that ability to go against both air and ground. However, the Roaches are pretty much the problem. And it would be really nice to see potentially some sentries or something of the sort. We do have a starport going down, so we could see some Phoenixes or some Vikings, or Void Rays, sorry, being produced by this Protoss player. That is always a potential. No expansion currently being built. Oh my goodness, whatever's cooking in the kitchen smells absolutely delicious. And I cannot wait until this game is finished. Please rush right now so I can go get some. Thank you very much, L, for hearing me. And we see the Zergling rush coming down. Will it be enough? Oh, it's making me weak. I wonder if that's... Oh, it's Easter time, ladies and gentlemen. And this Nexus is probably going to drop. But in the tune of Easter, it might just be rebuilt within 3 days. Who knows? It will not drop. Zerg will retreat. I will still have to wait to have dinner. And the world goes on. A bunch of stalkers here waiting to attack. They all look pretty cool with their shields going on both sides. Looks like the very smaller version of the Colossus, really just to attest to the true creative caliber of Blizzard, where they do not reuse models whatsoever, and they do not make games that are very repetitive, i.e. go find 5 boar tusks. Anyways, that's a discussion for another day, ladies and gentlemen. These roaches and these lings, paired with this overseer, no idea what the overseer is supposed to be doing. Won't be able to train units. I guess you could stall the warp gates. It doesn't look like the warp gates are currently doing much anything anyways, even though the resources, oh, look at the resources from the Zerg. An insane amount of minerals, an insane amount of gas. And it's just, like, it's unfathomable that the layer is going down. That's good. No research is being done. We do have that spire. It looks like the same as last time. Roaches and mutas. Roaches and mutas. Roaches and mutas. Even though she knows that all these are anti-air units, continuing to build mutas is L. Taking a quick sneak peek at the vision control, Akira does know where both of L's bases are, and L does not know about the Dark Templars up here in the high corner of the map. She does know that this is being built, does not know about anything else in the base, which is absolutely fantastic, and additional larvae birthed. That's just fantastic news. We do see that Evo chamber finally coming down for some upgrades, because the minerals do allow, potentially, we do see both research upgrades going down on the Spire. So this will be definitely good to see. If these roaches can come in and do some damage to these stalkers, then the mutas can come and clear up. We do have those void rays being produced currently, producing more. These warp gates currently not warping at anything, not 100% sure why. The minerals are very low, that is why. My mistake. Potentially another expansion from the Zerg player would just be an absurdly large amount of resources. However, gas falling behind by both teams, well, for the most part, 150. I guess they're fine in terms of gas. Muta's doing a little bit of scouting. Will they be able to see this Dark Templar? I want to call it High Templar because it's on the top of the map. This Dark Templar, this dark shrine up here. They won't be able to see it. I wonder if anyone has vision on the other, just a hair out of range, absolutely subliminal to what is going on. Potentially when these mutas all bunch up and they start to diverge just a smidge, it'll be unveiled to either player that one is near another. These mutas will more than likely be coming in for the attack on the base, while the roaches will come up along the front. And we do see movement starting here from the mutas. They will be going down, checking that expansion on the top, and here they are coming around back of the base, just trying to be as undetected as possible. And Akira has no idea what's going on. She's continuing to build the void rays. She's continuing to mass them outside of her base here, and we do see that attack going down from the mutas. The mutas will be coming over to the mineral line, which is pretty much depleted anyways. Perhaps they will focus the Nexus. Absolutely no defense here from no potential defense other than the units that were already built. Mutas will be dropping quickly. That's a massive amount of stalkers. Just pure massive damage by the stalkers. Massive damage, ladies and gentlemen. Stalker going out here to make sure nothing crazy is going down. And it looks like these mutas will be retreating. Potentially, the expansion is looking fine. Looking fine is all players. Going for the counter here is Akira. She does not see the mutas coming over here. This will be bad for the Zerg player. Taking a ton of damage and now leading the entire army straight into the roaches, but the range on those stalkers just kills those mutas, kills those roaches. But the roaches, there's enough of them to slowly take them down. The Roaches are definitely turning the tides of battle. Can the Roaches attack air? No, they cannot. They can only attack ground. So these Void Rays will definitely be able to take the Roaches out no matter how many Stalkers are down. The Overseer just obstructing justice for no apparent reason, and it looks like the Void Rays might be able to take these guys down. They are really susceptible to air attacks, and excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we see that hatchery going down right in front of the pylon Dark Spire, which haven't been used in quite some time, and we finally see those mutas just purely overpowering the Protoss player. And it looks like that will more than likely be the game in this situation. One push from L at this point in the game would definitely be enough. We still see Void Rays being built to counter that air. A very long day of casting matches, ladies and gentlemen. I am definitely ready for some bed. No probes currently mining those mineral fields. Still quite a few minerals left to be mined from them. Or you're going to see another starport drop here, and Stargate, and this is just being farmed. This is being farmed. It is an agricultural showdown of who can get the most of everything, and we see currently the Zerg player with an outstanding amount of supply being used, 137 out of 174. We do only have 54 supply for the Protoss unit, for the Protoss player. 2 bases for the Protoss player. We do have the tri-base top for the Zerg player, potentially going for a 4th. I don't think it's really necessary. Just massing units at this current point in time. I wonder what we're sitting at for the upgrades. Upgrades on the Roach Warren still have yet to be used. Upgrades on the mutas are at level 2. We do have this layer going into something, probably building some form of things. I don't really know what causes a layer to go into production. Potentially building those drones, maybe, perhaps, not 100% sure. I will learn as I play Zerg, though mainly casting, not so much playing. Just telling you what I see. Anything that's interesting that happens, such as the fact that this Zerg player has a boatload of minerals, potentially enough minerals to pull the U.S. out of their debt crisis. Who knows? Maybe Obama might want to get into contact with L and ask for a couple of those minerals, because it does not look like she is using them for anything other than building a boatload of mutas and a boatload of roaches, which are ready to attack at any time. L looks like she's giving the Protoss player a chance to come back here. Just out of the sheer amount that these minerals aren't being harvested, these assimilators aren't being harvested, definitely sets back the Protoss player. The Protoss player might well have figuratively thrown in the proverbial towel in a sense that they are done and they just are ready to get killed, because there's nothing... There's nothing that can happen now. This base is being taken down. All those mutas really had to do was just focus that base, and that's all that Akira has left. She does have that Dark Shrine in the top, but these mutas will just be able to dominate with the range. We do have, I don't even know what that was that came up. Potentially it was Phahonix, but that's GG, ladies and gentlemen. Akira falling 2 games in a row to the hands of the Zerg player L. L takes this one, moves up a couple notches here in the ranks after game number 51. We're coming to you with game number 52 in week 5, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in this week to the StarCraft 2 tournament here at Algoma University. Games, Activities, Media, and Entertainment Club up in the Sioux, Ontario, Canada, on planet Earth. Cornflakers from